Welcome. I am John Cullen. This is the John Cullen Podcast. We're going to take a closer look today at one of the videos that we published a few months back called Those Are Jets, Not Helicopters. And the reason we're going to do that is this video gets into detail about exactly what is in the sky the night of October 1st, 2017. So this podcast will be sort of a director's commentary. This video, These Are Jet Aircraft, Not Helicopters, takes a really close look at what aircraft are in the sky. The venue for the Route 91 Festival is right next to McCarran Airport, and that's somewhat obvious. So jet aircraft are coming and going all night long. So here's a quick correction. There are 9 aircraft that depart McCarran from 9:59 until 10:15 that night. And these are those aircraft. One of them is missing, which is Virgin. I'll show you that in a second. So these are the aircraft that depart McCarran from 9:59 to 10:15, plus the Virgin VRD 1260. So that's a total of 9 aircraft. Right at the beginning of Tall Ace of Spades, there's an aircraft between Mandalay and Delano. And originally we thought this was a helicopter. Listen to the first 9 seconds. Listen to what you're hearing in the background. Originally, we thought we were hearing the sound of gunfire, and that this was the gunfire inside the hotel towards Campos or Shuck. Turns out that's not the case. It was 10 beats per second, so we thought we were hearing 10 round per second gunfire, but it turns out this is not gunfire. This sound is consistent, and we hear it again and again and again, and it continues on. So this is not gunfire inside the hotel. This is something else entirely. I want you guys to listen very closely to these first 9 seconds of Tall Ace of Spades and see if with headphones you can identify what you're hearing here. We do know that Frontier FFT 1122 departed. This is the Flight Radar 24 playback from that evening, and that's the FFT 1122 departing. We see some more lights flashing in between Mandalay and Delano. So the question is, what is that we're hearing in the first 9 seconds? And is that FFT 1122? I'm going to jump ahead 22 seconds and show you something rather remarkable. But this is the evidence that you're not going to see elsewhere, which is the aircraft heading back eastward in that same slot between the 2 hotels. Watch closely. The original footage here, this is Tall Ace of Spades, first shots, rare. So if that was FFT 1122 taking off, who is this and what are they doing? Obviously, this is another aircraft. This is not the jet we saw departing 27 seconds ago. Can't be. So that can't be FFT 1122. I mean, planes don't make 180-degree turns after taking off, right? We just saw an aircraft in that airspace, and then we see an aircraft heading back eastbound. Now, this is very difficult to see. The original image is really tough. Let's zoom in on this and see if we make it a little bit easier for you guys to see this. There we go. So I enhanced the contrast, brought up the white levels a little bit. So this aircraft is now heading eastbound. So that can't be a jet. The jets that were departing that night were all departing westbound. And we just saw an aircraft in this airspace heading the other way. So we believe this aircraft is a helicopter, and you now know why. When we check Flight Radar 24, we don't see anything there. The time frame is about 10:03 p.m. Right between Delano and Mandalay, with a view of the concert. So this is approximately where we believe that helicopter was when it was filmed at 10:03 p.m. So we believe that was the first shot fired. Nobody's reported on this other than us, by the way. This is 10:04:40 p.m. In this footage, now, this evidence is not conclusive. This is simply something that shouldn't be there. There's no explanation for it. But it's certainly earlier than any other shot that's been reported before. This is before 10:05. This is 10:04:40. That places the helicopter in this airspace. What I did was position the camera between Luxor and Delano. So this is approximately the view they have from the helicopter when that shot takes place. So then we see this aircraft. We thought it was a helicopter in the first videos that we did back in October 2017. We now realize this is Frontier FFT 1116. So this is a jet taking off. And in our first videos, this was what we call a false positive. We identified it as a helicopter, but it wasn't. It was a jet. And that doesn't mean that the other sightings that are helicopters are also jets. It just means this was a false positive. So we now see it continuing on its trajectory. It's visible between the two hotels. 6 seconds later, the shots are going to ring out. All right, so it's 10:05 and 24 seconds. And this is synchronized to the LVMPD body cams. So Tall Ace of Spades looks over his left shoulder when he hears these shots. Now, as the song ends, listen very carefully in between the songs and listen to what you hear in the background. All right, listen closely.